Hello, welcome to the stream. We are continuing on as we hear from the music with our Harvard. If you remember the last time we left off, we've got 4 of the 5 warrior pieces. We are just about to do the other bit of it. We get 4. Try and find the 5th. 5th one's not there, and then we get the 5th one at level 50. So we will get in, join the queue. The heads up for those who do play. This is going to be down tomorrow when they release 7.3.1, as there's going to be more content, and obviously they shut down the servers while they upload the new expansion. Right, search the relic, perhaps the Weeping Saint, which is Coerthus. Or Little Ala Mhigo. We are going to do. Going to finish off the warrior bit first, so we will head to Gridania. And we will fling ourselves into Coerthus to realize that the armor isn't there anymore. And before I do, just want to make sure that my close threshold is alright. Yep. The North Shroud. So as always, we'll end up doing Ala Mhigo, getting called back, and I believe the next part will be North Shroud. I haven't really paid attention to the story the last few tunes I've done, so we'll finally be able to look at that. We're level 46, so we could probably get the rest of these done. I will do our Coerthus stuff while we're up here. And then we'll unlock number 5. 5th one we will leave a little bit once we've got some more donor stuff sorted. In fact, I believe one might be a couple of the enemies that we can't actually obtain due to lockouts. So we'll take a look into that shortly. We've got the Highland Kibu and the pups. We need the sheep, the ogres, snowstorm bubbles, which are white brim, which they're up here, aren't they? White brim, yeah, they're up here. Yep, that's easy enough. But yes, I believe one, if not two of the enemies for the level 50 are on a lockout due to how the areas work, I believe. But hopefully we will be alright for it. We shall grab the sheep while we're up here. Help that I saw that it hadn't procced properly. There we go. Now it will. Smoke bombs we can get once we're looking into Ala Mhigo. Got 3 more to do here in Clerthus while we're doing Warrior. We'll have probably a couple more to do here once we've got Grenade done as well. So we will keep going. Go down. And I will take a look into Discord in just a second. Dipsy doozies. just need the ogres, and then we can go over to the White Brim after we've done the warrior section. Before we do that, actually. Bond. Yeah. Don't need to worry about this. Good. Yeah. Yep. And we'll go do the chest. Not expecting it to go quite so easily as that. I mean, I was, but I was hoping to get the 3 attacks off. Hand over the breastplate, Ardbert. After much wrestling with the thought, I simply cannot entrust such a relic to an outsider who may be overwhelmed by its power. I return now to Hidden Falls. If you would have words with me, then come. I will not run away. What a coward. We're getting there with Thesso. So yes, we will do the Govus in White Brim. Go to one Costa del Sol, and I will grab a drink because I think my kidneys are starting to hate me. Excellent. Didn't mean to hit 3 there, but... One gobble. Ah! 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 Where are more? Gobble! Ah! 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 Oh god, it's this one. Are they all over by the fort over this way? I don't think I've ever seen them down here. Or if they are down there, I don't really pay attention to them. I go after. I don't typically have them to chase after. Yeah. Next one. And final one over here. Yep. That is all worthless ones for this. So we shall return to Limsa. Teleport to Costa del Sol. Realise we still haven't done Brave Lock, so we haven't got the increased mount speed here yet. Oh, Bert, I am sorry. I did not mean for things to happen like this, but I had no choice. I have wrestled long and hard with the matter, but this is my decision. I cannot trust you with this power when I do not even trust myself. Aye, that's right. I won't attempt it on the plate again, either. Nor will anyone, not until I have proof that there is one with a will strong enough to withstand the beast's siren call. Peer deep within your soul, Ardbert. Peer into the eyes of the beast that stares back at you. Can you truly say that you can engage the monster in battle and emerge victorious? I shall return to the tome. If there are any answers to be found, they lie within those pages. In the meantime, continue your training, that you might find an answer of your own. Cyclone is one of the rage thingamaboo-boos, isn't it? It's our AoE. Activate cloak. I want cloak there. I want arm's length there. Thrill of battle. Vengeance. Blow. Don't need it. On gang. Arm's length, but appraisal there, reprisal rather, goes down, that there. That'll do for now. $107, $120, $227. By the time I've done all of that, it will have cost as much as it would just have got there on our own. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Meffred. It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. Hey! An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near our Little Ala Mhigo as of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. You tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. Masked man? No idea what you're talking about. Ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Your Gondabole sent you? Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me to think I'm in for it. I'm not in for it, rather. What? Have I been meeting with any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious-like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and there's trouble, mark my words. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. But there's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Ala Mhigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we'd been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Ala Mhigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilred. That's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. He wants to meet me out in the middle of nowhere, away from civilization. Likely to be there for shenanigans. God, what's everyone doing here? Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider that who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Pearl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him! I won't let you foil our plan. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. Oh dear. Yeah. It's a private club, okie dokie. Oh god. We shall turn this in, mount back up again, and just grab a quick drink. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to palm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Cutscene! Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. What power could he be speaking? Gundaball? Oh, Liana, God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to the hideout, and the whole world, they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Almigans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Liana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. Right, bear with me. We shall grab a drink, and then we shall continue on. Right, we are back. And we shall investigate the youths. Above Sunluck. Oh boy. Riled lass. What those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us, well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more, and with Wilrid to the bitter end, I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Last two are up top. Youth. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabulds are content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? Ah, you mean the map to Zunrak, which is already in my possession. O mighty Ralga, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes. No one will dare oppress us ever again. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it they mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife? And a map of Zunrak? Wait, you said Wilrid spoke of crystals, did you not? And they couldn't possibly mean... But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. Now, they have no notion of how dangerous the Emuljar are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yards of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. I think I need the bruiser for my grand company. Yep. We shall proceed. We're all right. Did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgar to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak Zunrak and make off with the lizard man's cash, though they caused us and so many dead. God forgive me.
Even
You shall pay for your crimes. I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for this youthful body. For all their failings, they are the hope of Ala Mhigan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Oh yeah! That was easy! Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youth could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Ala Mhigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilrid? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about that. The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire and summon Relgar. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of this story. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Ala Mhigo. I dare say Ardbird will wish to hear it as well. Yes, I would very much like to hear it. No more lies, Wilrid. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Relgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilrid. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Ala Mhigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Ala Mhigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Would that we had more information to offer, but what we're told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put an swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Report back to Minfilia. Well, what we will do actually first is go to Forgotten Springs, kill smoke bombs, and then go back to Minfilia. I just say, it's odd that there's a zombie man out here on his own. It's a hunt target. A little cheeky laugh from the smoke bomb. How cute. Let's pay ticket. Got a whole bunch of stuff to get rid of. Gear first. Purchase weapons. What we do is start selling. Yep, that's all. No. Throw that in. Battle bag. Grab this now. Dungeon unlock. And speak with Minfilia. Welcome back, Ardbert. I'm reliably informed the investigation you took off to Quarry Mill and Little Ala Mhigo. Tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Not really. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say. Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamities, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of this investigation. While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. The sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Meraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her, and I take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Ardbird. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with the Walking One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod had encounter with a scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at a full guard float in the North Shroud. We shall get... We'll go to Uldar. Grab a airship to Gridania, and then we'll go to Ulgar Float. Oh boy, that too. Yeah, so obviously tomorrow as well, the challenge log will reset. Once the challenge log resets, there will be new... Oh, there won't be anything new, but it will be your fates. Well, the fate progress will reset. Leaves. Dungeons, that sort of thing. But it will be more experience as we are leveling up. Trauma Queen. Trauma Queen is. Yep, now I remember. Yep. Don't need to worry about it yet. We will complete that once we're actually over in that area. A Husive bird. I can't remember rightly. Elsa. It is that one, yeah. Grenades. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if we were to soothe him, he might remain calm for long enough to hold a conversation. Calm down, mate. You're alright. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman, one glimpse was enough to tell me she'd died a gruesome death. In that instance, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thol, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. All right, teamwork. That's what I wanted to. Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer if it's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as the Ziz can inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing their finger at them. I somehow doubt that's the answer's that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures, see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. No, nothing obscene anywhere. It doesn't even match the description of walleye with teeth. You've all already seen to the zoos? Good work, adventurer. So, were you able to find aught to suggest the creatures are our culprit? No, they're not all eye and not all teeth. Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with a masked man and his winged eyeball. There is something you should know. I have been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrill's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was a coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely at the same time as Medrill's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. There's something else I heard about the death. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? The unseemly japes aside, there's a rumour been going round. There's some as whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick and blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. It is what it is. Surveying. It ain't the right spot. It ain't the right creature, more like. Like the humming crystals. The crystal. And that's both of those done. One go. A monstrous bane might appeared, and you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge from the folk of Fulgard. Intentional or no, you have done us great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of the light combined with blind panic? Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yards of the Rock of Rank. Why, it has a name, but what's a few unvengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It is a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. There's been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I have been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. Plausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a bane mine. But you and I were miles apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the bane mite at the very spot you claim to have seen the fiendish eyeball, isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Gods, of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious. Then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Okay, so I with wings. Greetings, adventurers. There aught I might assist you with? Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any. Sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organisation, perhaps. Either way, I dare hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I love how they've just put a mask over their face, so there's no need to put any sort of effort into mangled faces. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I may make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mew. Mayhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Oh, we've got the mount speed boost. We are speed! Let's go to Mew. See what she says about the button. Do 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 do. Good day to you, Ardbert. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Etherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. I need help tracking down. I need help. Need help tracking down the owner of the button. That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme of Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who could make the personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it will be signed Galooda over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point in knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. Bernadette believes that I can help you? Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. We'll try to assist, never you fear, but whether all comes of the best this of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who was perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name was Ursendal, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon his breast of his jacket. I dare say he could tell you a thing or two about it. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray lead me to my thoughts. The sigil of the Darton Core family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face, was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartoncourts. During that time, I had the honour of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kind of fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed. She beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed, and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavoured to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the Central Shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done.
I've never explicitly said yes, mate.
You've got a big old presumption, thinking that I'm gonna do this. Wandering Moogle, let's get our free Fantasia. side, we shall summon behind. Canyon. Shall have the Archimage set on. Ha 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 ha. Go out the top shroud section. And head over to Fort Manor. Just realised my mans could do the Rising quest as well. Get a little Gulu Jaja. We shall wait for this queue to pop. painful. I don't think we have a key. So we're gonna have to go into that first room, grab the key. I thought there was a key in that second room, but apparently not. Grabbing the door. We don't need another key. we don't need all.
Over the barricade.
How the oven doing? It's pipily. Hey, I'm leaving a good impression. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. There's two of you? It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal light, much less three. The crystals make you strong, and it is that strength that the light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. I'd like to see you try. Alas, we have come here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Fare you well, bringer of a light. Yes, I would like to enter Gridania, so I can go deliver the good news that his mistress is dead. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Obviously, it felt like they were all newish to Final Fantasy, especially the rogue, who hasn't updated themselves to ninja. But that wasn't awful, and at least the spellcasters seemed to be alright. I would say the healer needs to learn the kit a little more. There was no Asuna being used there, it was literally spamming cure. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. She's dead. So, she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both. I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities, and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. Queen to go back to Minfilia. I can't remember where we go after. Do we finally start going after Titan? I think we do. Welcome back, Ardbird. Full glad am I to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn to the Swell Woods? Two of La Habrea's minions. They sought to measure your strength by their own admission. The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then. The Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that the Scions are too few to protect the realm against the threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, or that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. It's Titan time. Almost Titan time, I should say. It's voice acting time.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Mervib hired able to fend them off.
A company of heroes.
Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan.
He a big chunky boy.
Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send him to Limsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Yeah, but me and you are the only ones that can resist the tempering.
And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Should I get to them? 49. Ah! Cheeky bing bongs. Right. To Limsa. To the Aft Castle, to my Grand Company. I don't think I can level it up yet. I think I need 3,000? I think I've done the 2 grand one. Yeah. Good to see you, Private White. The Scion sent word that you were on your way. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers to Okomore. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Private White. Right proud am I to call you one of our own. We give the luck a forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Ardbert personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the Kobolds plagued our people, nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to the other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right. Yet this situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep their own lands, and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Laminsans who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our own swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Laminsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of either further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Private. And not. You have my thanks. Along with the full support of the Maelstrom, I await good tidings. The kobolds should summon the Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The Company of Heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Greyfleet Mills in Lower Lucia. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. We're getting close. Gotta cheat a little bit. We're gonna go to Alta, get the grenade, and maybe level up, or it will get us very close to it. Also, we will just do this fate quickly. Also, I just realised I was heading in the wrong direction, so that shall be corrected pretty quickly. That barely gave us anything, so yeah, we'll keep going. Ah, yes, we can complete this quest. It won't give us much. It won't give us anything. But it will give us a ring, which I believe should be better than what we've currently got. Or at least it'll be better than the brand new ring. past them. Yeah, cheeky so-and-so. I have to murder your buddy over here. Oh, look at that. It's so close. A multitude is listen of Dead Man's Mine. Yeah, there we go. Isles of Umbra. That was it. I can't get there just yet. I have to wait for that to actually proc. But the rest of this should be able to do. What we will do quickly is attune to this Etherite, and then we will head to the main quest. We'll head to Moraby. Jump on Seto's back. Go ahead there, and once we've got to Red Rooster Stead, we will do another quick break just to grab another drink. I'd implore you to do the same. Have a quick stretch. Grab some to eat if you need it. Also, once we hit level 50, we are going to be a bit cheeky, head back into Limsa, and spend our silver chocobo feathers on defending chest and the legs that you can get for 5, and the ironworks axe that you can get for 5. We shall do this one bit quickly, complete it so we can get the level 50 quest, warrior quest up. And we'll do this particular section and then we'll see what we need to do after that. Lay down your burden, son, come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time, find ye a lasso 3. You got something to say, Venture, or just keep staring? Eh? You want to know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, hell, price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more. Still, seeing as you come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, mate. Old Trucktoon was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Yeah, so you want to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess, you mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you had been there to see it. It was a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit you, boy, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. Oi, what's that look for? I'm a goddamn hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you're only knowing about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favour and kill those rats that made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Aye, do that and we'll talk. Can you guess the issue with this man yet? So, quick drink break. Oh, but then name that must. Oh no. So. I need a 10. 20, rather. 2. 4. Oh! Oh. That'll have to do for now. Right. Break. Be back in a second. Grab a drink, have a stretch, grab some food. we are back. Straight back. Yep. Ooh. To helping this faker. Didn't mean to hit that wind spray there, but hey go. Hey, so the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venturer. Saved me the hassle of... never mind. What, still asking about how we beat Tidus? I don't know, Venturer. It was a pretty risky strategy, the only kind of a veteran of town squall battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do, but unless you prove you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a gobu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea, and creatures have a taste with the foul mills here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Anyway, why don't you try and head due west and stand in lookout in case Gobu comes calling. Play it, and I might consider telling you more about old Tidus. Search for the Gobu. I've searched the Gobu. I found it wanting. Hey, you again? Then that Gobu who was the rest of the millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, Venture. Still, you took forever and a day to get that job done. I'm changing accents so badly with this. Still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Tidus. Maybe if you slew her. Tractome? You in here drinking again? If you are, that Gobu better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have me word on that. Cleaved the beast's skull in two with me trusty axe I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask him? He'll vouch for me, of course, ain't that right, friend? Tell me, was it Tractome who slew the Gobu, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractome, the finest axeman ever to serve company of heroes. Legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Tidus. Tidus? Who in the seven hells is Tidus? Some primal you fought in a drink sodden dream. The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Aye, well, see, Tidus is what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of Sahagan shite I've ever heard. Ugh, excuse me. Both of you, outside, we'll learn the truth the Laminzan way. Tractome, If you didn't slay that Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked. Time to put you to shame then, mate. That was easy. Alright, I admit it, I lied about being in the company of heroes, but I'm begging you, Chew, please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson, honest I have. Save your bladder... oh my god. Save your blubbering, Tracto. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please, I didn't want to deceive you, I swear, it's just I kept getting turned away by all the folk I was asked to work for, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol. And there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was the captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you went and believed me, and so I... Look, his name was Wisecat, alright? Wisecat. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell's that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. Do 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 do. Time to teleport to Costa del Sol. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Little Ala Mhigo are depending upon us. Oomph, you fancy yourself heroes then, just like in the tales. Be not so quick to judge. Long have I laboured for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here is bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. He is blessed with the power that protects him from primal influence. Thus was he able to lay low the Lord of Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter the Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A man who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limbs to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I grant you that. And you deserved better than the greeting I gave you. I will not send you to Okomoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gekuruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. You imagine words can sway me, girl. If you do like my conditions, you are welcome to find your own way into Okoloro. Though it pains me to admit, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa Laminza hangs in the balance. Master Kaguraju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with the herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Ah, woohoo! We shall wait for the Nyx. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. Claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge that fits your talents. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future. And Master Kaguraju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Kaguraju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so Ardbert, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine. By suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being. I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live. They will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I will have you travel to the South Shroud and speak to Landonel at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Menial work for an adventurer. Which I'll activate the Warriors 50 quest. Ardbert, there is much we must discuss, but now is not the time. You surely recall my mention of the hunt for the bloodthirsty creature terrorizing the small folk. I have just received word that that self-same monster has been sighted near Wineport. What is more, according to those who managed to escape the carnage, the creature appeared more man than beast. If this is true, then our quarry could be far more dangerous than any wild animal. We must find a way to stop it. I must find a way. This is my chance to prove to the people of Wineport, nay the world, that my tribe and my art have been wrongly judged. Perhaps then my ancestors would deem me worthy. I think even my brother would too. There is no time to lose. We must arrive in the hamlet before any villagers fall prey to the beast. Let us leave at once. It not. Doing more of the head nodding, because why not? Thank the gods for your present. Wineport is in your debt once more. Sorry, just finishing my tea. Fell creatures bear down upon our village in hordes, as if drawn by that great hairy beast. You must stop them. Ardbert, you fend off these creatures. I will see to the beast. This is my battle to fight. Ah! It's the monster! It's the beast! Run for your lives! It's Curious Gorgeous brother! Stop these enemies! Stop! These people are not your enemy. The enemy lies within. You are stronger than this. Take control of the beast. Do not let it consume you. Brother! Look at what you are doing. You are destroying all that I have worked to restore. The fate of our people rests in our hands, brother. Brother! Oh, your weakness could cost us everything. I cannot let that happen. I will not. Our ancestors have chosen me to lead our people to glory, and no one shall stop me. No one. No one. No one. Oh! It was I who unlocked the secrets of the Chronicles. I who trained you in their ways. I who uncovered the locations of the legendary artifacts. Bear with me. Yep. I, who defeated my tribe's greatest warrior. I am the master now. I am the master. Return to me what is rightfully mine. Give me the armor. Time to beat his ass into next Sunday, or I shall tear it from you from your bloody corpse. Time to beat the crap out of him. Just let an auto attack finish it. I have failed. I failed you. I failed my people. I failed my ancestors. And I failed my own kin. I found out long ago what had become of my brother, but did everything I could to deny it. I thought if only I could prove myself stronger than he, the people would see his madness as the product of a weak mind, but they would believe the problem lay in him, not in our tribe. Yet all the while, my own soul was growing weaker and weaker. The inner beast had taken hold, and it would not let go. It drove me, as it drove my ancestors, the keeper of the armor, and my brother. Our tribe had lost sight of who we were. In seeking ever more strength, we allowed ourselves to fall victim to that which we had long scorned in others as weakness. Instead of learning to harden our wills with resolve, we steeled them with anger, and therein lay our folly. Like a bonfire, anger burns hot and bright, but when the fuel that feeds it is spent, all that remains is ash. By accepting anger as our guide, we left our wills at the mercy of the inner beast. But not you. Your will is more akin to the lava which courses through the mountains of my homeland. It burns as strong, nay, stronger than any bonfire, and when it cools, it becomes hard and firm, unbreakable. This quality allowed you to keep your inner beast at bay. My people were once as you are now, Ardbert. I believe that is why my ancestors chose to speak to you. They sensed true strength within you, such strength as could rightly represent our people and our art. Had I but realized that myself, none of this need have happened. Well, what's done is done. If I am to have any hope in restoring my people's name, I must start over from the beginning. And this time, I mustn't try to do it alone. It may take time, but together my brother and I will restore our village to its former glory. And when we have, I shall remember Ardbert, my friend and fellow warrior, and how he saved me from myself, and that my dream might become reality. Where's my armor? Give it here, you stingy guns. Wineport is in your debt once more, Ardbert. What is more, we have seen the truth with our own eyes. Pray tell Curious Gorge as much, that we will be relying on him for his protection. He is a true warrior, and our humble hamlet would be lost without his strength. You want a dangerous psychopath to be running your security. That's a bit of an issue there, buddy. I'm coming for you, Cloudy. Let us talk. Welcome back, Ardbert. Despite all that transpired, the captain at Wineport would entrust his village's defences to me. I know not what to say. It has been a long road, but thanks to you I have rediscovered what I lost so many years ago. I will see to my brother's wounds, and once he is well, we will embark on the path of the warrior again, engraving the lessons we have learned into our souls, never to be forgotten. Curiously, the moment I did, I found this to myself. My crystal began to shimmer anew. I see yours too grow stronger than ever. It was seen my ancestors have once more bestowed their knowledge upon you. This power. Why, this is a power that I have only read about in tomes, nay, a power entirely beyond my comprehension. To think that I once doubted your resolve. No, you have truly conquered your inner beast, and become a truer warrior than I could ever hope to be. Know that you stand before me, the equal of my tribe's greatest heroes. Ever steel your resolve, Ardbert. Go forth into the realm and protect those who need your strength. With you representing us, the redemption of my people, the new era I seek, is surely close at hand. This concludes the Warrior quests for Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest, Before the Dawn. Once you have done so, the next Warrior quest will be available from Curious Gorge. So, technically, we have our full set of fighter's gear. However, we also have our warrior's gear. So, what we will do is we will return to Linza, grab the two things that I said we would grab, which I need to remember where they are. Oh yeah, they're upstairs. Yeah. Head into an inn room and put the fighters' stuff into the armoire. you. Calamity. Deal in spoils. Look at there for the we want. Not the doctor's bill. A Magitech axe. And armor friendly. And what we shall do quickly, go into our inner room. We shall go back out and repair all this gear. That we will. Fighters. 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 And we have our bird fully kitted out. He is now in his original trailer outfit. Go. That bit, yeah. Head to Gradania. Then all is tranquil. You require assistance, adventurer. So this is the one who challenged Titan. I've been expecting you, Ardbird. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant ant. Adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Travelling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are by and large an unforgiving lot. Leto here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay your hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Ardbert. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Seeing another hunt target down here. Why do I see all the hunt targets when I'm not looking for them? Well, that was easy. Surely he didn't mean for it to take 2 seconds. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the very bitter end. Such bravery, such recklessness that will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me, I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will meet a man named Uod Nun. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Ardbert. State your business, adventurer. So this is the one Wise Cat sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Persistence, bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain that adamantoise. However, that was naught more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Nun. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will never help, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you are recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it will be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amaljar encampment. There dwells an warrior known both for his strength and guile. Even face this Amaljar in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring me his necklace. And we wait for the man to come so we can split his head open with our axe. Yeah, that costed ourselves. Maybe? I can't remember. Ladies. Tell me, adventurer, does our old nemesis dead? It's a fine necklace as befits a veteran of the countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you what the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still in the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit, but no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. The sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds in demand, so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something you cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sagoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. I love how goofy these creatures look. We will get here soon. And done. I believe completing this one, or the one just after this one, will increase our speed in southern Fanalang. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Ardbert. The meat you will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wisecat. Worry not, you have my word, he will receive it in time for the banquet. Must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say I know naught of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Wisecat's counsel. Ah, but hold on a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver here for me. The captain was always fond of this brandy wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a recklessly angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have well been within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Aye, Wisecat is a firm yet fair teacher, an expert moulder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Ardbert. Well met, Ardbert. Landanel and Udnun spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Ah, my favourite. You'll have to thank Noon personally. Now you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls Dock and speak with Ozan Nazun. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Graincatcher Gully. Didn't read the first bit. I need to stop doing that. Tongue flaps of Wisecat be reaching ears of Brayflock's Uplander is come for tasty fresh gummy treats, yes. First prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. The Lady Beast chased Gobbyflock from homes. Gobbyflock needs goodly Uplander, gives safety to Longstop with much hand lending. And we are going to go into Wineport and call it a night. I'm a little bit more tired than I thought I'd be. But we shall continue, now that we don't have any warrior stuff to end with, we can just concentrate on main quest. So when we jump back in on Wednesday, we will have Brayflox's long stop. And then hopefully Titan. I don't believe it's a very long quest chain between Brayflox and Titan. But we shall get into a rested area so that we can get our rested XP up again. And we shall call it there for a night. Thank you all for joining in. And I shall see you on Wednesday. As always, VOD will be on YouTube. So if you've missed anything tonight, then feel free to watch it again from tomorrow. And I shall see you later.